So these are what we call the grand vessels, and these are the actual transportation cities for the rebellious angels, for what we call the assembly. So the in the story setup, the rebellious angels are, like I said, there's 200 in total, but they don't all hang out in the same place. So all across the earth, they've established different spots of civilization where they control. They try to maintain them, but sometimes they travel between the cities, and this is their main mode. Obviously, these are angels; they could fly and really fast if they wanted to, but they only reveal that type of power that they have in the procession of the gods, which is a once a year festival, which you'll see in episode 10 of season 1. And so in the meantime, though, they have their grand vessels that take them to and fro, to which a lot of the giants are with them. They're some of their elite guardians that will be part of their brute force, if you will, their security force. They'll go with them. So since the giants can't fly, that's why they had to have vessels to carry them around. But it's a fascinating concept because Drew came up with this design. Drew has seen our Investigating Babylon series.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, okay, so because I described the Quicksilver orb in this concept inside the grand vessel, which is what you see at the top there. It looks like a little ring is around. So you see that little dome on the top, and then you see a little shiny ball on top, and then there's a ring around the ball. So that's a Quicksilver orb, which is causing the levitation aspect for the entire vessel. And so this is what we talked about in our Investigating Babylon series, that was the testimony of ancient India, and how they had these what they called pushpakas, which were these massive city-sized, could hold 3,000-4,000 people sized vimanas that could fly, and the gods would fly in those. And that was post-flood, by the way. That was 4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
According to the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what they claimed was possible, and they even talked about how they were powered by the mercury inside of the pushpakas or the vimanas. And this is where I showed in our Investigating Babylon series that even NASA themselves built a mercury engine in the late 70s based off these ideas.
Wow.
And they have it in a museum, aerospace museum, of this mercury engine, and they even have the patent number and everything online, because NASA's been stealing ideas from ancient India since they've been alive, since they've been in as an organization. It's literally the design of the little capsules that don't go anywhere, but they just drop them in the ocean and do a photo op with. Those capsule designs are literally the designs of ancient vimanas from ancient India.
Wow. Yeah, there's so much they steal, I think, from the ancient wisdom, the wisdom of the fallen, these things. That's why there was these rituals done with like Jet Propulsion Laboratories, Jack Parson doing these rituals before these things would take off, like very satanic stuff that is associated with just the origins of these corporations. Of course, we look at them as trustworthy government agency programs that wouldn't lie because there's just too many people involved. But yeah, they've definitely taken this technology, I'm sure, to create the illusions in the sky, some of the ones you see.
Yeah. Yeah, and so at the bottom, you can't see it because of cloud. If you let it go like a couple more seconds in the video, you'll see towards the bottom. Oh, it already went away. But at the bottom of the grand vessels, you have the loges, which are these, the grand vessels will hover in the sky, but the loges are those little silver boxes at the bottom of the vessel that they'll then detach. And then that is the actual transport that you see descending to the earth, which is you've seen in the opening trailer, where the 3 rebellious angels are standing inside what looks like a glass encasement, but it's actually made of firmament, and we'll explain that later as well, because they know what the firmament's made of. So they're going to make something that's their actual transport vehicle down to the ground.